My name is Patricia Monroe. I am 74 years old. And the day I realized my own daughter had replaced me in my own life was the day I stopped being silent. It started after I retired. My daughter, Angela, insisted I move closer to her. Mom, you shouldn't live alone. Mom, we'll spend more time together. Mom, this is what family is for. So I sold my house, moved into a smaller one, 10 minutes from hers, closer to family, further from peace. At first, everything felt warm. Angela visited often. Her husband, Mark, was polite. My grandson hugged me every time I saw him. I thought, this is what I worked my whole life for. But slowly things changed. Mom, can you help with daycare? Mom, can you cover groceries this month? Mom, Mark's paycheck is late again. Little by little, I became their backup plan, then their solution, then their system. I didn't notice when it stopped being help and became expectation. One afternoon, Angela came over with papers. Mom, we need to simplify things. I smiled. What things? She sat down calmly. Your finances. Your house. It's better if everything is in one place. One place. I repeated. Yes, Mark added. It's safer. Easier to manage. Manage. That word stayed in my mind. They brought documents. Transfer forms. Account access papers. Even a partial ownership agreement for my house. Just in case anything happens to you, Angela said softly. Anything happens to me. I looked at her. My daughter. The girl I raised. The girl who once cried if I left the room. Now calmly planning my absence. I'll think about it, I said. And that's when everything changed. The next week, I noticed something strange. My online banking password didn't work. I tried again. Locked. I called the bank. Mrs. Monroe, your daughter requested a reset yesterday. My heart dropped. She has access? I asked. There was a pause. She is listed as an authorized contact. I never approved that. That evening, I drove to Angela's house. I didn't call. I didn't warn. I just went. When she opened the door, her smile faded. Mom, what's wrong? I held up my phone. Why can't I access my own account? She hesitated, then said calmly, we're just helping you organize things. Helping. Always helping. I stepped inside. Did I give you permission? Mark stepped forward. Patricia, don't overreact. Overreact. The favorite word of people who cross boundaries. I want my access back, I said. Angela sighed. Mom, you're making this difficult. We're trying to protect you. Protect. From what? My own independence? That night, I didn't sleep. Not because I was scared, but because I finally understood. They weren't helping me prepare for the future. They were preparing for future without me in control. The next morning, I went straight to the bank. Spoke to the branch manager. Explained everything. Within an hour, all access revoked. All permissions removed. New accounts opened. New passwords set. Full control restored. Mrs. Monroe, the manager said gently, you should consider legal protection as well. That's when I called my lawyer. 3 days later, Angela showed up at my house. This time not smiling. Why did you remove me from everything? I looked at her calmly. Because it was mine. Mark's voice came from behind her. You're being paranoid. I shook my head. No. I'm being aware. Then Angela said something that changed everything. Mom, eventually it's all going to be ours anyway. There it was. Not love. Not concern. Expectation. Ownership. Entitlement. I stepped closer. Eventually, yes, I said. But not today. And not like this. A week later, I received legal notice. They were requesting financial oversight, claiming I was making irrational decisions. Because I took back my own money. Court day came. Angela cried on the stand. Mark spoke about concern. Their lawyer used words like instability, confusion, vulnerability. But truth doesn't need decoration. My lawyer stood up, presented bank records, presented unauthorized access attempts, presented documentation of changes made without my consent. then asked one simple question. Who initiated control over Mrs. Monroe's accounts? Silence. Then it was my turn. I stood tall and spoke clearly. I am not confused. I am not vulnerable. I am a woman who trusted the wrong people. The courtroom went quiet. The judge made his decision. No evidence of incompetence. Unauthorized financial interference noted. Case dismissed. Outside the courtroom, Angela approached me, tears in her eyes. Mom, we just wanted security. I looked at her, and for the first time, I saw her clearly. Security for who? I asked. She didn't answer, because she couldn't. 2 months later, I sold my house, moved into a quiet apartment by the lake. No shared access, no silent control, no manipulation disguised as care. Angela still calls sometimes, but now I choose when to answer and how much of myself I give, because I learned something too late. When someone tries to take control of your life in the name of love, it was never love, it was control. And now, I am not controlled. I am not managed. I am not owned. I am finally mine.